I've decided to come on a walk and just document my thoughts a little bit. Have a little think about this whole situation right now, the whole coronavirus, the music industry as a whole, and I guess talk to you a little bit about why I'm not relying on performing live for my income. Why I never wanted to only gig or have to gig to earn my living. And yeah, with the lockdown that's happened, it's made it real clear as to why I felt that way. So there's just so much that's outside of your control when you're a gigging musician, when you're an instrumentalist playing with other people. You know, there's so many reasons why that gig could stop, why it could end, and many of them don't have to have anything to do with you at all. But I've always kind of relied on other skills, and ways to earn money, other avenues to develop, to strengthen, so that, well, I can avoid situations like we're in now. This one was a little bit ahead of me, and I guess this video is me saying about where I'm at, what I'm doing, documenting my journey, because if you've seen the first videos on this channel, it was from when I just literally handed in my final assignments at uni, and I was following this so we could see where we're going. I'm gonna try and find a quieter spot so I can actually talk. So yeah, anytime there's so much that can stop what you're doing that's outside of your control, I never liked that. I never liked the amount that could change and stop me getting paid, basically. That was outside of my actual playing, my ability, what I bring to the table. But I've always kind of developed and touched on other skills in the process. So during this time, during this lockdown, I've lost about 12 grand in contracts. That's about 12 grand in contracts. Probably there would have been more if the year carried out as it should have done. So yeah, 2020 has been a mission. It's seen me, one, moving my teaching online, which has been a positive thing. That's definitely going to continue. And if anything, it's opened up that avenue even more. So people are now actually comfortable with the idea of doing lessons online, learning online, and paying for online lessons. It has meant I've had to do night shifts at Asda. I'm currently doing warehouse shifts at Tesco, just because, you know, got to make sure the bills are paid regardless of what's going on. But I've landed a couple digital marketing clients in this time. So during this lockdown, I've landed a couple business clients for managing social media, for sorting out ads, emails, copywriting. So that's always been an area that I've been looking to develop and have been working on and developing. Sit down. Yeah, so that's something I've always been kind of working on in the back end, and it's helped me out a lot. So it's actually an area that will continue to grow. It's an industry that's growing, but it's also now I can use that to continue to build income through music in other conventional ways than playing, unconventional ways other than playing live. So online music courses, that's one way I'm going. Online group classes, we just did a bass and guitar live course for a week, and it worked really well. In fact, I would actually say it worked better than in-person school lessons, purely because everyone was at home, they were comfortable, they were relaxed, and there was no pressure. There was no pressure to perform. They didn't have to, show themselves to everyone. It just worked really, really well. So there's definitely going to be more of that. I think there are many areas we can work on and grow as musicians, so that our income isn't just limited to physically playing. We're not trapped by that, purely trading time for money or waiting for someone else to put us on a gig. We can take the reins a bit, develop in other areas. But even people that thought they had secure jobs, gone, lost out in furlough. They were on furlough and they were winning, and then when that furlough is coming to an end, companies are saying they can't take them back. So, people are losing their jobs left, right, and centre, and now it's the people with a skill that they can market, that they can sell, and that can add benefit to other people's lives. These are the people that are becoming in demand. This warehouse stuff I'm doing now, it's not gonna last. One, I don't intend to be there any longer than necessary. But two, it's only a matter of time before everyone there, or the majority of people, are gonna be replaced with machines. Because there's less human error, there's less damage. It's only a matter of time. So if we're not developing skills, if we're not developing, our marketing, our ability to sell, and selling isn't just physically selling a product, it can be selling yourself in a good way. Selling your ability to create and produce the end result to an end user. But look at that. Probably can't even. The sun's coming through now. Sun's setting. This is how we can win. It's about thinking differently to how we thought in the past, and working out our own unique spins on how we can provide a value or service that people will actually pay for, because we can't sit around and wait for other people to provide jobs for us. We have to start producing this value ourselves. But yeah, this is me. I've never been on the mindset of every penny I earn has to come from a gig. I've never been on the mindset of having to be on tour for extended periods of time to pay the bills on a place that you're rarely going to be at. But I've always wanted to be able to take a gig and not have to do a gig I don't want to do because I need to put food on the table. So I just think there's too many trade-offs for it. I'm trying to live a healthy, long and fulfilling life, and there's certain things you just have to shift up, change in order to do that. But as I said, this is as much documenting for me that I can look back on 5 years, 10 years, 50 years time from now, and look back and see the journey, see the progress. I guess I just want to timestamp this moment in history from my point of view as a 23-year-old, 22-year-old who earned mostly through music, doing something completely different for the time being and building other sources, other strategies around it. But my goal would be to be able to earn a full-time income purely through online based sources of income, meaning I can do it from anywhere. So that's my mission right now. That's my long-term mission, to be able to live somewhere else if necessary, if I want, as long as I got my phone and data, I can earn my business, meaning if we get shut down again, I can keep earning. If I want to go abroad for 6 months, I can do that. I don't have to ask a boss about that. And this coronavirus has actually led me to earning in ways I haven't properly earned before, and putting me much further up that path of actually achieving that goal. So now I am actually starting to earn this income doing work I can do from anywhere, as long as I've got my phone and my laptop and internet connection. I've actually started that process, and maybe I wouldn't have done that if we hadn't have had this lockdown. So I'm always trying to find the best situation, the best circumstances out of the current situation that we're in. So there's always a positive frame, and in the struggle there's always opportunity. So yeah, I just thought I'd say this because I'm sure there's a lot of musicians right now that, and a lot of creatives that feel bad maybe about pursuing a different path right now during this time whilst the work's not there. Maybe there's some musicians and creatives who feel like they're lesser than because they have to do something else right now, but it's across the board right now. The ones who aren't doing other stuff, they've just got money saved up, but eventually you're gonna have to learn again, and we don't know when this is gonna bounce back. We don't know when we're gonna be allowed to do it again, and we also don't know if it will get turned off again, because if you start working for 2 months again and then a second wave happens, second lockdown happens, we're back to square one, but much worse because your savings are drained, the economy's drained. Yeah, it's just time to start thinking a little bit further down the line, start actually making bigger moves, playing a bigger game and looking at the bigger picture. But that's my thoughts for today. I'm going to continue my walk.